Pathfinder. Just the person I wanted to see. Meridian. Set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge, now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
At best, that just narrows down the range of possible locations.
It's better than nothing.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance at finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge, and Angaran star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough.
Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Readings from within the Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need Initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
We have a plan. Now let's make it work. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
The Nexus science team is completely blown away by what you found in the Remnant City. It's a tremendous find, Ryder. The team asked me to pass on their thanks.
I hope we can learn something that will help us.
There's already talk of hybridizing our food crops with Jardan-created plants. You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if he could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
If you want to keep believing in a higher power who isn't just an advanced species, you'll find a way. You haven't had proof of a god before now. Why would this change that? Your faith will bridge the gaps.
Uh-huh. You're saying I'll find some way to convince or delude myself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, you're right. That's what faith is. And I'm okay with that. I want to believe in something bigger than I am. So I will. Strangely, that makes me feel better about the whole thing. I really hope my plan to find Meridian works, because if not, I don't know what we'll do.
Sam thinks it'll work, and it makes perfect sense.
Good. I can't wait to get all the data in so we can actually get confirmation we're on the right track.
What are your thoughts on the origin of the Angara?
You're not the only one who's asked that. It's going around, people saying it's unnatural. Are biotics natural? What about space travel, painkillers, clothing, fire? All of it's made our lives better. Why would I draw the line at life creation tech?
But what about the ethics of the entire thing?
I'd say the act of creation itself is indifferent. The intention behind it is what matters. Create people so they can self-determine and live meaningful lives? Good. Make people to serve as slaves? Bad. Very, very bad.
I have to say I agree.
The Angara are the same, whether evolved or created by some mysterious hand. Not everyone sees that, however. And knowing the Scourge was a weapon meant to destroy the Jardan makes me wonder. Maybe someone out there really hated what the Jardan were doing.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
What can I do for you?
I'll let you...
You...
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
It's not like being a created species really means anything. The Angara are the Angara. What matters in the end is that they exist.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, sorry, still thinking about the outpost we need.
We'll talk later.
Hello, Ryder. Have you come to see if I'm finally broken? To see what discovering that my people were invented has done to me?
Just here if you need to talk. I can't imagine what you're feeling.
I've been staring out the window, trying to figure that out.
That's new.
True. Angara are usually very free with our feelings.
Not talking about all Angara. I'm talking about you.
I'm numb. I'm in awe. There's a peace in knowing that though the universe is beyond your understanding, it doesn't need your understanding to function. That you may even have a hidden destiny.
We don't even know how large that hidden plan is. It may span galaxies.
Exactly. And if once we know our place in that plan, we could fulfill it, and even better it. I'm not broken, Ryder. I'm excited. The Angara were created for a purpose. We were given vaults and golden worlds, all these advanced tools, and there is nothing the Ket can do about it. The future holds more for the Angara than a never-ending war on the Ket. Much more.
Those bony bastards will put up a fight.
Let them. It doesn't matter if we were created by a god, reborn from our ancestors, or exist as the dream of an AI superpower. This discovery changes nothing except ourselves. And that's
everything.
Do you have time to talk further?
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong.
Gotta say, you're handling this much better than I would.
Same here. I'd get nosebleeds just thinking about it.
Maybe part of our design included how to cope with the revelation. But I think it's simply who we are.
We always seem to be so close, but never close enough.
You mean the Remnant City? Meridian?
I was so sure we'd reach the end. I had a bottle of Drossix Blue ready to go.
I'm frustrated too, but we're close. Every bit's progress.
I know. I'll just put that stuff back on the shelf. For later.
You probably have work to do.
You know where to find me.
Back again?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Whoever built the Remnant created the Angara.
So are the Remnant intended to serve them?
That's a great question.
Too bad we don't have someone on the team who's an expert in solving Remnant mysteries.
Yeah, Ryder ought to enlist someone like that right away.
So let me get this straight. The Angara were created, like, in a lab by another species.
A species way beyond our understanding.
It seems likely they built everything in Helios for the Angara then. Maybe their intentions were good, unlike the Ket. Not many things break my brain, but I got pieces all over the place thanks to this.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
I'm still trying to make sense of everything we learned at the Remnant City. I can't believe the Angara are designed. What are the implications?
Far too many to sift through at once. It's mostly for the Angara to figure out.
I can't imagine what this will mean to them. Helios is more and more interesting every minute. Anything you want to talk about before we head back into it?
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
It's my night off.
Just checking in. What are you reading?
Harry's latest report on Sarah. She's restless, but on the mend.
So you're not really taking the night off.
Work-life balance has never been my strong suit.
You're in a new galaxy. Perfect time to change old habits.
If only it were that simple. How do you do it? Be both you and the Pathfinder.
Work is work, life is life. I try not to mix the two.
Guess that's my problem. I live for my work.
Identifying that you have a problem is the first step.
Who's psychoanalyzing who here? Yes?
I'll let you get back.
I'll be here if you need me.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
Intense scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe. We've arrived at a Scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
Probe deployed.
Drax's theories. A real Turian aeronaut. The first to cross the ocean in a balloon.
On Paladin? Brave soul. There aren't many soft places to land.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched.
This is one of the chosen data collection nav points. We should release a probe. Data collection probe ready for placement.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
This is one of the most remote systems in the cluster. We're on the brink.
Exciting, isn't it? Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
Intense scourge activity is common in this area. Might be worth planting a probe. We've arrived at a scourge nav point appropriate for data collection.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Approximating remnant ship dynamics. Sam?
Building predictive model.
Between the remnant city Meridian and however the Scourge fits in, pardon my Martian, but it's all weird as shite.
Just the relevant data, Suvi. Do we have it or not?
Ryder, we have it. I mean, we will. With this.
The mother of all navigational aids.
Take that back to the remnant city, find an override, and their ships will fly the same vector as Meridian.
With correction for the Scourge, you'll have its exact location.
The heart of the Vault network. We can do it.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Getting a scan.
It's a Solarian escape pod. No signs of life. No bodies aboard. Just an automated message. Do not rescue.
Any logs?
Yes, they're in bad shape, but Sam could fix them up.
feels different coming back here now.
We're different. We're ready.
Sam's marked a potential override for remnant ship control. A tower with its own energy grid.
It may be one of the controls that deployed Meridian, and the means to find it again.